Good evening, Tigers Roar News. I am standing here with the Superintendent of Schools, Mr.
Thomas Lockamy.
Thomas Lockamy, at the lecture that we are here today at St. Paul Baptist Church. So, Mr. Lockamy, would you mind giving us a briefing on why you're here tonight?
Tonight we're here just for a public forum on the Opportunity School District Amendment Number 1 to get information out to the people of what it is and how it would impact our schools and our children now and in the future. And we have Reverend Chester Ellis, who is chairing the forum, and the school board and superintendent. We're here to give information. We cannot say vote for or against, but we can give information to help people make a smart decision.
And so you said that you can't give people the option to vote yes or no. So your personal opinion, how do you feel about Amendment 1?
I think first and foremost, you have to remove all of the political issues that are associated with this particular amendment. And I think you have to look at what is in the best interest of the child. And as I look at children and my experience of 50 years, 51 years as a matter of fact, in education, and I know that the child, the closer to home, that you can keep the child and governance of the child, I think the better the outcomes. If you look at the progress that we've made in Savannah-Chatham County, we have the dropout rate is below the state average, 2.6%. We've changed that by 9% over 10 years. At one point it was 11%. We're down to 2.6%. Our graduation rate in an urban school district is 85% in 4 years. That's higher than the president just published on Monday of 83.2 for the nation. We're above the national and the state average in graduation, below in dropout. We've been able to turn around 6 schools in 10 years, making schools that the governor and others have identified as failing. It takes time. You don't do that with a magic wand. You work with the people. You have to do a lot of work, and it takes about 2 years per school to do that. You have to have resources to do that. We went through a great recession. The fact is that the way in which the state is calculating whether the school is failing, the actual formula for doing that was changed 7 times last school year. It's already changed 1 time this school year, which means that each time it changes, it creates a challenge for us because we put into place resources and ways to move those schools off the list, and then they change the way they're going to calculate it, and it puts the school right back on the list. So that's why I say it's all about politics. It's not about children, the whole amendment.
And lastly, how do you feel how important it is for the entire community when November 8th comes for them to know about Amendment 1?
It's extremely important, and if you do not know what Amendment 1 will do, and again, it's up to you. You make your own decision. But I want you to first and foremost think about what's in the best interest of the child and how do we work together as a community to change that child and to help that child to be successful. I think that's what we've got to really focus on, and for the community to really know what they are voting about and what is the bottom line and what is the hidden agenda. You know, as we're talking to college and university students tonight, their children will be the ones who are more impacted than any child for the future. So it's extremely important for our young people, our students who are at the college and university level, to know what it means when you vote, and whether you vote yes or no. What impact is that going to have on your offsprings? What's going to have for the future of this community? And are you going to give more power to the state government, to the federal government, or do you, as a leader in your community, when you are elected and we're all gone, that you would not have the power, that the power will be 5 hours away to govern your child and what the education of that child looks like.
All right. Thank you so much, Superintendent. Thank you. Thank you.